Ryan, the owner of Drawing Science. I'm not a scientist, I just love learning about science with my kids. Today, we're going to be exploring the viral laminar flow experiment that you can do with a balloon and some tape. Here's the science. Laminar flow is a term used in fluid dynamics. There are two types of ways that water can move. There's laminar flow and then there's turbulent flow. In laminar flow, the particles move so smoothly together that there's very little friction, and so it almost appears as if the water is frozen and you can't see it move at all. Of course, if you change your perspective, you'll be able to see that the water is coming out and splashing on the ground, but if you look at it where it's coming out of the tube or the hole or whatever it is, it looks perfectly smooth. In turbulent flow, there's a lot of friction between the water particles, and so the water is broken up and has a lot of movement. There are two tricks to making this experiment work. So the first trick is that yes, you are actually making a laminar flow where it's very smooth and there's not a lot of friction between the layers, and it does, from certain angles, look like the water's frozen. However, a good portion of what makes it look so cool on camera is the angle of the camera. So it's definitely a true experiment, but there are some camera tricks along with it that make it look even cooler. So first you're going to need a few water balloons, some tape. You can use Scotch tape or duct tape, but if you try to use like a gentle tape, like washi tape or painter's tape, that's not going to work. So first you're going to fill up your balloon with water, and you'll probably need about 5 or 6 balloons. You'll want the balloons to be about as big around as a small watermelon. Next, tie the balloon into a knot. Take your balloon outside and put it inside of just a regular bowl. This helps hold the balloon in the right position, so when the water comes out, it's even more smooth. Tape the balloon in a hashtag shape. Make the center of your balloon as small as you can, because the smaller the square, the more steady the water will be as it comes out. And if your water comes out too quickly, it will explode. Once you have your hashtag shape, position the balloon so that the hashtag shape is sort of pointing up and out of the bowl, and prick it with a pen. The water will start to shoot out in a little stream, and it should freeze. If it doesn't, then you either poke the hole wrong or your tape was too far apart. So use the other balloons that you have to repeat the experiment until you actually see that frozen water effect. When you've done it correctly, your balloon will take about 30 seconds to a minute to fully empty, and about half of that time, the water will appear somewhat frozen. If you want to record your experiments by changing the angle of the camera, you can make it look more frozen or less frozen, because if you film the end of it, it's going to be like a regular stream of fountain. If you film closer to where the water's coming out of the balloon, it's going to look more dramatic and like it's not moving at all. So that's how you do the laminar flow trick. See you next time.